make up a show.
One sec, let's keep this fire up there real quick. Everybody, let's see, we're going to wait for we get fired up here. We get started up in here tonight. We are going to have fun up in here tonight. We're going to laugh. We're going to do some things up in here. We're going to expose some things. We're going to talk about some things. We are going to have some fun. And shout out to all the subscribers on the channel. Don't forget to hit the likes. I'm Ricky. Welcome to Outside the Staves Podcast. We are about to have some fun up in here tonight. I just left the homeboy Chad over at Little Old Fashioned. Y'all probably heard it before I came on. I was listening to many things like this, and we are going to. What's up, man, James? BT Cruise, what's going on? James, you are in Fort Wayne, Indiana, bro. Let me tell you something. This is something really spectacular because of where the journey was going on. I thought it was one of Fort Wayne. You look, pulled up in Fort Wayne, Indiana. They had the YouTube channel, working YouTube channel. So, thank you, man, for coming up in here and hanging out with me, man. Thank you so much. We're gonna have some fun tonight. It's been a rough week, so what I want you guys to do is get your phone carriers. I might up here. I got you. Let's see what. I got that in mind with the carriers. Go ahead and get you guys your phone carriers. Go ahead and get your rocks glass. Go ahead and get your styrofoam cups. Go get your styrofoam glass, man, with straws in it. Go get your mason jars. Go get whatever you have, even if you have to use your food. I just want you guys to break the feed tonight. We're going to have some fun with some food for what's going on. It is showtime. Y'all can make me move from mine up to here, up here. All right, so what we're going to do, we are going to get together. We're going to let you guys have some information that we have coming out. If you guys have looked at the community posts, you guys have seen that we have some different things. We're about to change the name up and let's turn this sort of thing around. I don't use this thing. I don't know why I came up with something, but all right, we back in there. So listen, we're about to change the game up here. And I'm telling you guys that we're about to change the game. You guys can see tonight that we are going to change the game up totally. But I need you guys to change the game with me. I need you guys to say, Ricky, hey man, think you might want to go that way? Or Ricky, man, I like the idea. I like the routine. I like it. And I want you guys to just join me in the house. What's going on? Yeah, you make me pretty good. You can hear me at all. You can hear me at all. 7 months. Hold on a second. Yeah, I did have the fan on because it's hot today. Is it better, y'all? All right, here we go. It was hot. It's hot today in Fort Wayne. It's almost 80 degrees in Fort Wayne. Get this, almost 80 degrees in Fort Wayne today. Tomorrow we are in our mid 50s. Now, help me understand that. Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. Don't make no sense. So, yeah, but we got it together now. It actually sounds pretty damn good. Thank you, James, DT. Thank you, man, for looking out for your boy. Thank you so much. Listen, y'all already heard me say if I didn't tell you guys, get your cups, get your Glencairns. The 42 people that are up in here tonight, do not leave because it is about to be on and popping tonight. And when I say on and popping, I'm taking it to a whole nother level. There's 42 people up in the room. You guys want to see this? You want to hear this? Um, we're about to have some fun. So you know what we do every week. I will tell you why I haven't been with you guys much this week at all. I'll tell you that. But first off, we're going to go ahead on and we're going to pour. You guys go ahead and get your Glencairns. You guys know what we do. And you guys, well, heck, every time I try to get this goofy thing together, and technology and me is just hold on. I just try my damnedest to try to figure out technology and me just don't mix. So I ain't gonna worry about it. I'm too old to be trying to worry about technology. I'm gonna go into what I got to do. So you guys have been checking out my first off, first off, James Cole, 305. Man, listen. Thanks, bro. Listen so much. Listen to me, man. Thank you for coming up in here, bro. You are in Fort Wayne, and that's a beautiful thing. I appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. DT Cruiser, man. Thank you for coming up in here, man. I I appreciate you coming up in here because what happens is it feels good to have your Fort Wayne crew up in here with you and hanging out with you and doing some things with you, hanging out with you and just drinking and doing some things with you on these lives. Stick with me tonight. That's all I ask you guys to do is stick with me and watch me. Subscribe to me if you guys haven't already subscribed. Hit the likes if you guys haven't hit the likes. Leave your comments if you guys. Huntington. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm good with that because get this. This is 27 miles south of it. We are. I'm going to hook up with you, and I am going to shake your hand. Man, I might just go ahead and bring you here to the cave and just let you be on the other mic. Here's the other mic right here. Right there it is, right there. Put my hands on it right there. We got another chair, so just if you married, tell mama, say, hey, Big Rick said he might want to bring me over to the house and hang out and drink. Now, listen, I'm not responsible for how you get home, okay? Because you come up in the cave, it might be a little bit different, okay? So, all right, guys, listen. I got some things that have been on my mind. I haven't been with you guys much this week. I kind of did reset my palate. One thing, that's the first thing. I wanted to do a reset on my palate, and I wanted to uh, not drink as much. Hold on a second. I didn't want to drink as much bourbon this week, and I didn't want to drink a lot. I wanted to do a reset, but also one of the biggest things that I didn't want to do was here in Indiana, when you have a CDL, Indiana will send you a note out and they were like, hey man, I'm just paraphrasing, okay? They will say, hey, you need to get here and you need to go to your nearest convenience clinic or whatever, ready med or whatever it is. And you need to get a drug screen and a DOT physical recertification. I'm screwed. Because y'all know I've been doing a lot of drinking. You know, this past year I've been doing a lot of drinking. And I'm like, man, I'm screwed. You know, I'm like, so last Sunday, I had to put the bourbon on pause. And let me tell you something. It probably was a good thing because get this, it gave me an opportunity to reset my palate, and it gave me the opportunity to BOT physical. Now, I am going to do some drinking tonight, and I'm gonna share some things with you. You guys know usually I have one bottle up on my table. Tonight I got three, and we're gonna battle with all three of them tonight. We're gonna dig in deep with all three of them, and we're gonna be using. If you guys were over in Chad's live, uh, you guys know that he is the author of a little old fashioned guide to bourbon and whiskey. And here it is right there. If you guys go ahead on and want to get that right there, I'm just going to put it out there for just good measure. Chad is a good dude. He hit 11,000 subscribers. I have been watching this dude for a long time, and he is a good person to hang out with and listen to. Some of the things that he brings to the game is invaluable. Okay, and I do really, really appreciate him a whole lot. And I'm using his book tonight to do my bourbon reviews or reviews. Yeah, it's our reactions. I'm gonna do my bourbons reviews tonight, and we are going to talk about it and see where you guys are at. This is an interaction podcast. You guys ask the questions. Everybody gives the answers. There are no big eyes, no little U's up in this room. You guys come in any kind of way that you guys want. Come in respectfully, guys. Don't be cussing everybody out. I know when we start drinking this bourbon and things like that, you know, it gets kind of rowdy up in here and things like that. But that's all right. We gonna still hang out and do what we do with each other, okay? Everybody can have their own opinion about bourbon, and we can do what we do respectfully and things like this. All right, the trolls. You guys are not invited up in my room, okay? Because y'all don't know how to act. I don't know who raised y'all, but y'all don't know how to act up in here. So we are not going to have you guys come up in here and messing up the live tonight. All right. So if you guys looked at my community post, something jumped off this week. And that was that we were going to uh, take this bourbon journey to a whole nother different level. And I mean by taking it to another level, uh, that is talking about we are about to get ready to add to it. And we have some guests that are going to be coming on to our lives. We're going to flip the script a little bit, coming off of YouTube, the video end of it. We still are going to be doing the video end of it, still doing it. It's going to be our primary, but we're going to flip this thing up to StreamYard, and we're going to bring some guests in. We're going to bring them, and they're going to share some of the insights with what they have for us as bourbon drinkers. And we're going to start doing some pairings. We're going to be doing, I am a big, huge barbecue smoker. I like to smoke meats. Uh, yeah, I like to smoke meats. So, and we are going to be pairing a lot of different things that are up in this live or videos or shorts. Uh, Barbecue ribs, barbecue. We're going to do pork, pulled pork. We are going to briskets. We're going to do um, beef ribs. We're going to do a lot of different pairings. We're going to do smoked chicken. We're going to do a lot of things that pairs up with bourbon. And then when we pair those things up, I'm going to show you guys some recipes that we use with different type of bourbons. And we're going to make homemade barbecue sauce. And we're going to take this thing to another level in the latter part of spring. We're going to do it pretty quick here within the next couple of weeks. And we are going to pair some things up with that. And we're going to take it all the way into summer, into fall. Y'all, we don't, we, it's going to be good. But first off, we are going to uh, bring on next week. I ain't gonna tell y'all who the dude is. I'm gonna put it on my community post. Aficionado of cigars. We're gonna be bringing them up in here, and we're gonna pair our bourbons up with some cigars. And we're gonna be doing some tasting with cigars. Matter of fact, I've been working on one today. I've been working on one today. I barbecue, yes sir, yes sir. No, not just barbecue chicken. It's smoked. We're gonna use the smoker. We're gonna use the smoker. We're gonna fire the smoker up, and we're gonna do a live out with the smoker. And we're gonna do some things. And we're gonna pair it up with some bourbons, some good bourbons, and some bad bourbons. Not bad bourbons. I say bad bourbons, but not bad bourbons. Some bottom shelfers. So you guys don't have to. Uh, break the bank. So we're doing something with some cigars, and guess what? So I've been talking to some people this week. You guys, you think something's on fire? It is. This cigar that I'm using right now tonight, we're gonna go ahead and start puffing on it. And we're gonna pair it up tonight. We're gonna pair the cigar up. I got this one from the Dominican Republic, and we're going to pair this one up tonight with one of the three bottles that we are going to feature tonight. And you know that every week that we come on with a live, we have a particular bottle or bottles. In this case, we have the Elijah Craig single barrel, private barrel. All right. And it's a 94 proofer. And I wanted, hold on a second, wait a minute. I wanted to do a little research on this bottle and because Elijah Craig's been around for a minute. It's been out there for a while. That's what we're going to start off with tonight. And so what I did is wanted to do some research on what was going on with Brother Craig, Mr. Craig. And we're going to be using Chad's book to do the review. Go to chapter 7, page, I don't know. Chad just put them page numbers in there. We're going to get him together. We're going to get him together on that. But Mr. Elijah Craig, I had to pull him up here. And it was interesting what I found out about this dude. And I'm wondering, here's a little history. Here's a little history about what was going on in the bourbon game. Um, let's see, I want to make sure I get you guys the right information because I know we got some heavy hitters up in here tonight. And you guys are going to be like, Ricky, hold up, bro, you wrong. So I want to make sure that I'm right. So I got my little trusty laptop up here and let me see, hold on a second. All right. So I found out that just by doing some research and things like that Elijah Craig and Jack Daniels, the story is kind of familiar. Okay. Um, um, hold on. just make sure I get this right quick. Okay. So we do know that in this bourbon game, we've been dealing with in this bourbon game for a while, and we know that Jack Daniels was a dude that worked under Dan Call. Dan Call was the preacher. Okay, he owned the land that Jack Daniels was working on and things like this. Okay, him and Jack Daniels and my man up there, Uncle Nearest Green. Yeah, so we do know all of that. We know the backstory of that and everything like this. But I started looking up on it. I wanted to know more about Elijah Craig. And I had to ask myself, is this, what was going on down in the movies with these guys that were supposed to be preaching? And it was so like, who shut the back door? And I'm like, I understand that everybody has their quirks. I get it. But Elijah Craig was a Baptist preacher, but he was the father of bourbon. Kind of like really weird to me. Okay. And I was like, okay, he preaching and he's selling 750s out the back door. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, but he produces a really good, solid. Let me see. Let me make sure I get this right. Hold on. He was the one that really pretty much started out the charred oak bourbon barrels. Okay. Um, People argue you left and right. Did he invent the barrels, the bourbon? Uh, but he was a preacher. He was a preacher. So listen, I ain't got no hate on the dude. Okay, look, if that's what he did, hey, my hat goes off to you, bro. So here we're gonna go ahead on. We're dealing with the tonight. We're dealing with the private barrel, and it was a pig. It's a 94 proof, so it shouldn't at a 94 proof. I say 94 proof. It should not go in hot. Okay, it should go into the palate relatively easy. Uh, Bourbon Nerd, what's going on, man? Thank you for coming up in here. It should go on the palate. Oh wow, ooh, I'm talking. It did the spin right off the hill. I smell peach, like a peachy, like a almost like an apricot on this particular one here. Um, um, hmm, like a Granny Smith green apple. It's a lot of fruit up in here. Hmm. Low ethanol. You cannot hardly smell the ethanol up in here at all on it. Um, hmm. Let's see what's happening with the palate here. Let's see what's up. Hold on, wait a minute. Which is my favorite? Favorite what? Elijah Craig or favorite bourbon? Which one? You house cool. Let's clean that up. Which is my favorite? What? Bourbon or favorite Elijah Craig? Wait a minute. Mmm. Mmm. Now, here's the thing. already am noticing something a little bit different now. Here's the thing. I'm noticing something different tonight just by what I got going on here. I'm noticing that with a cigar and toking on the cigar, it gives the bourbon a different flavor. Believe it or not. Hold on. It gives it a different. Yeah, it gives it a different viscosity of it. For some reason or another, y'all believe this or not, I don't. Y'all consider tripping or whatnot. It gives it a different. If I have no idea if it's the tobacco, if it's the smoke, I don't know what it is, but it gives the uh, flavor of the bourbon. It pulls out some nuttiness like a Snickers bar almost. Damn near. Hold on, wait a minute. Wow, wow. I just don't want it to be that I'm getting ready to bring cigars onto my podcast. I just don't want it to be that I'm amping a cigar up. But let me tell you something. This is really, really different. A different texture, different feel, different flavor. Texture is not probably the best thing to use. There's a different taste of bourbon. Now I can see why they sit back in. They smoke cigars and they chill and they drink bourbon. Because let me tell you something, it is another dimension, another everything. Yes, sir. I did not expect that. That Elijah Craig has been sitting up on my shelf. I just opened it tonight. I think I got that probably right around Thanksgiving, uh, 2025, and popped it tonight. Um, yeah. Um, let me see. I'm gonna use Chad's book here tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and take a stab on this one. I hope that he pulls it up on the rewind or a review of the video. I hope he has a chance to look at it and see it. Um, I'm gonna go with a solid worth buying, and that is a 6 or a 7. This is the everyday go-to pour. Decent price, good after work or nightcap. Definitely, I will give him that I will give that bottle, Mr. Craig, his accolades on that because it's very good. I did give it away a little bit, so going forward, we are going to be bringing some guests in on the podcast. We're going to be smoking some cigars, learning cigars, what pairs well with cigars, what tastes good with cigars, and we're going to be doing some things like that. And I'm looking forward because this is going to be a learning process with me. I'm going to be learning with you guys just as get educated, because in order for me to bring this kind of stuff onto my live, I have to make sure that I know what the hell I'm talking about. And this cigar realm is something that I always wanted to get into. Uh, Now I have some people that I reached out to on Instagram, actually, and they were gracious enough to come on to and be like, Ricky, I'll be more than happy to jump on and share my insight with what I got going on. And I'm so looking forward to these guys coming on. And I would have never thought that my bourbon journey uh, uh, would lead me here. Uh, uh, I, I just different people uh, that in this bourbon journey that I probably would not ever have ever wanted to hang out with. Uh, uh, the very first one, definitely, no, I'm texting you right now. You got to see me on my phone. Hold it. First one is going to be Julian that I met on Instagram, and it is something uh, that I'm really looking forward to. And I want to share this with you guys so bad and so much that, yeah, I want this to be a part of what we do when we start to do our bourbon journey together. All right, so another thing that I want to talk to you guys about, I did an old fashioned today. Did an old fashioned today, and am always the type of guy to do the old fashions with the simple syrup. I go to the liquor store and buy the simple syrup. I don't think I kind of cheat a little bit, guys. And let's see, that's my little celery to person. That's my go to the bourbon scene. I've only been since last Christmas. So only Eagle Rare. Let me tell you something. You need to go hug your son, brother. He bought you the Eagle Rare 10 year. That is an exceptional bottle. I have one behind my shelf here. It is an uh, exceptional bottle. Enjoy it. Um, Here in Fort Wayne, it's not difficult to find. Honestly, it is almost an everyday shelfer. But you have to make sure you go to the right liquor stores to get it. I'm going to drop a video this upcoming week, probably Wednesday. You guys would not believe where I found this particular bottle at. And when I tell you guys about it and I show you where the liquor store is at, I'm gonna put them out there. You guys are gonna be like, wow, yes, sir. It is in the least part of town, at least part of Fort Wayne, Indiana, that you guys would ever have ever thought about going into that part of town. I don't want to hate on it because let me tell you something. I live in the HOA right now, and I'm a product of the south side of Fort Wayne. That's where my roots started out. But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna go ahead and put the video out, and you guys are gonna see. Do not fall asleep. Hold on. Do not fall asleep on these rural area liquor stores, and do not fall asleep on, I say, the hood liquor stores. Don't fall asleep. I said, because I'm from the neighborhood. I'm from that environment. Yeah, live out in the suburbs now. Okay, yeah, great. Okay, whoopity doo. Don't fall asleep on those hood stores because they have some stuff that is really that good. And I'm gonna share it with you guys here in the next week. So, so I was making an old fashioned today. I had a really good old fashioned. I made a really good old fashioned. I actually used a particular bourbon that I wouldn't typically use. I typically would use benchmark rye. It just came out, I guess, probably over Christmas time. And I wouldn't use this particular rye. It's not my go-to, but it was it it was there, and I reached out and I did the rye thing, and I did it, and but I used the simple syrup that I bought from that particular liquor store, but I went and did a different thing to it, and I went and I found the Woodford Reserve old fashioned cocktail syrup there, and then I went and I found the Woodford Reserve aromatic bitter right there. And let me tell you something. I mixed those two bad boys together, and I made this old fashioned. I cut up me a little piece of orange, and I burned the orange a little bit, rubbed it around the rim of that glass. Dynamite, dynamite. It was a really good, solid, solid old fashioned. Better than anything that like Warford Reserve did a good job on that. They really did a good job on it. And then let me get this next bottle. I don't want to tell all the secrets. I've heard I was on a live today. I was on live today, and old granddad bonded. Now I don't know how true this is. I'm gonna pour this up while I'm talking to you guys. I'm gonna pour it up, pour just a little bit. But I want to talk about this. Of course, old granddad has been around for many years. My dad, he's gone now. He used to drink the old granddad, and I don't think it was a 114. I think it was just the old granddad, just OGD. Okay. Hey, Chris. Well, Chris, hey, welcome in, man. Thank you for coming up in here. Thank you for coming in. We're about to get into a good debate here. Um, so I heard today that if you guys want to get the old granddad bonded, I heard this on another YouTube channel. I don't know how true this is. I'm just putting it out what they said. I'm not gonna put whoever said it out because I need to verify this myself. And you're like, well, read where I put it out, but it was kind of like really good content. I'm like that if you want it, you better go get it because it's about to be discontinued. And I'm like, I don't know about that. It's a really good solid. It's our second drink up on the table tonight, and it's solid. And I've had it. It's been there for a while, and it's about a third of it's gone, and it's good. Uh, wait a minute here. Vanilla, big vanilla off the bat. Oh, let's see. I'm catching vanilla notes right off the bat on this one, right off the get go here. Let's see what's on the palate. it's sweet. It goes in. Let me see. It's 100 proof because it's a bottle of wine. I'm gonna grab that. But I don't know. This one, this one drinks a little bit more hotter than a 100 proof. Wait a minute here. Hmm. Hmm. I'm gonna have to talk about this one more. I'm going to talk. I'm going to have to talk through this one because I don't know. I'm gonna try to get it pellet up. This water here. Um, it's different. It has a different. Wait a minute. Here, wait a minute. Let me hit the 114 right quick and see the difference. And I'm just gonna get just a cap full of the 114 and just see the difference between the 114 and the 100 bonded. And let's see what we got here going on here. Okay, I can tell you right now. Four proof points higher. The 114 is even just the first sip tastes way better than the uh, bonded. And I heard today, I was looking at a high-end reputable. We're all reputable. I'm not going to say that they were all of that. That they're more reputable than anybody that has a YouTube channel. We're all reputable. Um, he put out and said that the OGD bonnet is geared to go bye-bye. Well, we got to talk about this a little bit more. Um, it is not my. I would have thought that the OGD bonded would be. Hey Jim, how are you? Thank you for coming in tonight, man. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming in. I would have thought that the old granddad bonded would have been better than it is. Is it bad? No. Is it good? Is it is what it is. I unlike some of my predecessors on the YouTube channels, I try to give an honest review of what is real, and I try to tell what and I have to be very careful because I've had people tell me that Ricky, listen, taste is subjective, and I understand that taste is subjective. I totally get that, totally 100% get that. Um, I I probably wouldn't probably buy it if it would go empty. I would buy it again. Um, that's just my palate. That's just my taste. I probably would not buy that particular bottle anymore. That's just me. It does not do much of anything for me. Um, it's just not my thing. Um, I'm sorry. So I'm gonna have to pass on the OGD bonded. We're gonna put that back up on the shelf and just let it do what it does. Uh, it will, brother, you know exactly. You're 15 minutes away from me. Come on over here and get it because, Jason, let me tell you something. It is not my, for some reason or another, hold on, it's just not my jam tonight. I'm just not feeling it tonight. The 114, the old granddad 114 was much, much better than his little brother. And it's just not my thing. The Elijah Craig is Elijah Craig single barrel, private barrel. Oh yeah, it was. It was really, 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 really good. I was surprised at how good that was. So, so I'm glad that my buddy Jason is up in here. And I will tell you, you guys see it at the bottom, Charter Bourbon Society is CO Bourbon SOC. He is the, uh, let's say, let me get this right, because I know he's going to call me when I'm done with this live. He'll be like, bro, he is one, our bourbon club. I belong to the Bourbon Club, Charter Bourbon Society. You guys can go ahead and turn the mic up. It's super quiet. Okay. How about that? Is this better at all? I'm trying to get it. Hold on a second. Wait a minute. Um, trying to get it tonight. I'm Jason. You know I'm not technical. Uh, this is just my thing with technology. Technology tonight. I wanted to. Is that better? It should be better. It's muffled and quiet. Is that better right there? How about this here? I'm gonna take it on up a little bit higher here. Should be better right there. Because I just turned it up a little bit more. So he is the president of our Charter Oak Bourbon Society Bourbon Club, and uh, I have to. A lot of people that I give credit to on the live, they kind of like started the bourbon journey out. I give them a lot of accolades and things like that, but I'm going to give him some accolades tonight because he was very instrumental in getting me started. I need you to go get Trish. When Trish gets in front of the screen, tell me when she gets there, because I need her to hear this too. I want you to go get her, wake her up, tell her Big Rick said get in front of the screen, because I'm about to talk about her. Okay, and you see how that's in my head? I'm about to talk about your wife. It's gonna be a good talk. So go get her and let's talk about Charter Bourbon Society. We started Charter Bourbon Society out about, I don't know, 2 years ago, and we have done a lot of things uh, in Fort Wayne so far, and Jason has been very, very instrumental in whether he wants to believe it or not. I believe sometimes that I do get on his nerves, but believe you me, he gets on my nerves too. So, uh, and so he is the president of our bourbon club, and we are doing some things uh, in the bourbon game. He is very, very, very instrumental in uh, propelling this, what's behind me, uh, uh, to what it is. I started off this bourbon journey when I first met him with no more than 5 bottles. Uh, with no one, everybody saying, turn my mic up. Is there a beggar right there? Hold on, let me see what's going on. Hold on a second. I started this bourbon journey off about uh, uh, 2 years ago, and he has been very, very instrumental in making sure that we are at where we are right now, and making sure it's where our bourbon club. Hold on a second. Everybody said, turn your mic up. It's really quiet. Why my mic is really. Hey guys, well, hold on a second. I'm gonna turn this off and I'm gonna turn it up, but I'm not gonna log off. Hold on. Okay. I think that went up right. I think that that should have done it. There it is. We got it together now. So, all right. I think you're using your phone as your mic. And Dizzy, what's up, man? So I turned it off and I turned my road podcast off and I turned it back on. So here we are. We got it together. There we go. Thank Chris, man. Okay, cool. Yep. It's a little now. My wife is now. Carla, come on. Now she's up in here. She says it's a little loud now. So okay, cool. Now I turned it down. So we're here. All right. Okay. Thank you guys for letting me know that my stuff was all jacked up. You guys could have told me that a little bit earlier that it was all jacked up. All right. Dizzy, thanks, man, for coming up in here. Chris, man, thank you for being here. Jason, thank you for being here. Jason. So he started this thing out with me couple 2.5 years ago, 3 years ago. I started off with like 3, 4, 5 bottles, benchmark. That's how it all started off. And now we are at where we are at now. I want you guys, adventurous. Hey, thank you, Tanya, for coming in here tonight. She's another one that has with the bourbon journey. I excuse me. She's is very, very talented at what she's doing on her podcast, or not podcast, but she's doing the YouTube lives and videos. She's a mixologist. She's a mixologist, and she does a lot of drinks. She does a lot of midweek drinks. I think it's on Wednesday nights. And she does a lot of inspirational things with Rod. And man, she's really, really good and busy. I I have a hard time just keeping up with what I have going on right here, right now. But she does really, really good, and I subscribe to her. I would go ahead and Tanya, go ahead and put your YouTube channel down in the chat. You guys go ahead and hit her up, and not that she really needs it, but somebody looked out for me, and I'm going to look out for somebody. The very few people that I do have, I want to share with them and share you guys with them. So I want you guys. It's going to take this. This is what I wanted to tell you guys 20 minutes ago. I want to share this with you guys. It is going to take some of your due diligence and some of your sharing and some of your love. On the 29th of this month, which is the last Friday of this month, we are going. If you guys are subscribers to the Bourbon Game, you guys know about SLB drinks. Kurt and Trenton,
Thank you, Tanya. Thank you. You guys go ahead and hit her up. Get her. Now, let me tell you something. Let me let me tell you guys something. Wednesday nights are the mixology. She does some drinks and she does some really cool things with her drinks. Okay, on Wednesday nights. The rest of the nights, she keeps it raw. She keeps it real, and some of her stuff is real tight, but it's right. Johnny, I live in North Carolina, California. I own a ranch. I have 3 dogs. Okay, okay, okay. All right, John. Thank you for coming in from California, man. Thank, bro. Listen, okay, John. Thank you, man. Listen, this is not your first time that you have been up in here, man. I thank you for being up in here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here you go. Okay, so we have an event coming up. It's going to take you guys to help me get to not where I want to be, guys. I mean, I'm just going to grind it out. I enjoy the moment. I appreciate the moment. We are at 450 subscribers, no big deal. But when I say no big deal, I appreciate you guys for taking the time out, whether it's 5 minutes or 5 hours to watch me put the stuff out. But like I said, we're about to step out on some different things. And we are on the 29th of this month, are going up to SOB Drinks. You guys look them up on YouTube. They are huge. I looked them up and just so happened to go under ChatGPT and ask what are the bigger YouTube channels that are out. We're not going to call the names. We're not going to call the names, but I will say that they are in the top 5 on YouTube right now, and they are one of the bigger channels that are out on, like I said, the top 5, and we're going up with them. Charred Oak Bourbon Society, outside the Staves, we're going up with them, and we're going to be hanging out with them and doing some things with them. I've talked to Kurt. I've confirmed it. They were there. We're going to be doing some things. We're going to be going live with them that night. I ask you guys to just come hang out with us. And Kurt probably has a million subscribers. Okay. I'm just saying, I don't know, but he has a lot going on. And we talked at length Tuesday. And I am looking forward to taking the guys up. I followed them when I first got into bourbon, and I learned, and yes, and I did too. I subscribed to Kurt when he was just making mixed drinks on his bar, and now he is a big baller in the game, and he is up in Valparaiso, Indiana. I said Indiana. Just said Indiana. Indiana, and he is one of the big guys that is up there doing his thing, and he's out there. And I it's something special that I reached out to him, and we are in Fort Wayne, and he's in Valpo, our 30 minutes from us, and we're going to hang out with him, and I party with him that night, and hang out with him that night. And he told me, really, my son up playing on there. I heard about that golf outing, James. I heard about that golf outing, and the donations that the money that they raise, I think goes to Riley's Children's Hospital here in Annapolis, Indiana, for the kids at Riley. And I talked to him, and let me tell you something. I am try my best to be a pretty good judge of character about people, and but I don't judge. I just want. I'm born and raised in St. Grandma. You raised and born where it's some heat at. where some warm weather at, bro. Because let me tell you something. The temperature here in Fort Wayne, here, this is what I'm talking about. While I'm talking to you, I'm going to go ahead and rip this cap off here. Tonight, we're going to be in the 40s. Today, we were in our 70s. And this don't make no sense to me. How cold, how this weather is just really weird. It's just really, 75, 76, 77 with a breeze. I'm not saying like really bad winds, but a nice cool breeze. I love it. I love it. Um, like I said, I was talking. No, this is suicide aware. Okay, okay. This is suicide. Wow. Okay, suicide awareness. Okay, James, man, hold on, wait a minute. I'm gonna put this one down. I ain't even popped the cork on that one tonight. Wait a minute. So he's talking about suicide awareness. I did not know that. And I'm going to reach out to him because he's on my speed dial right now. I'm going to reach out to him tomorrow and I'm going to talk to him about the suicide awareness event that they're doing. You know, and here's the thing with this bourbon thing, man, there's so much. I don't think that I'm just going to put it out there. And I hope that, you know, because Jason's my really good friend. I'm going to put it out there, and I'm just going to just throw it out there. We have an event that we're planning. We're in the planning stages. I don't exactly know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. His daughter, his 8-year-old daughter, Maddie, she had a stroke, and uh, our bourbon group, it hit us hard. It hit us hard. It hit me hard. Excuse me. And um, Jason has really been a catalyst. I don't know if the catalyst would be the best word. Wanting to do something for Cincinnati Children's Hospital. Maddie was put into the hospital for a while there, and uh, she's done now. She's doing good. She's doing so good until when we come over, my wife and I go over to their house. I just want to throw this out for good measure. Maddie comes up to me and hugs me first before she hugged Carla first. And I'm just going to say that makes me feel good. And we are going to be doing something for her and the Cincinnati Children's Hospital. We are in the planning stages of that. Jason is doing that. You guys be on the lookout for that because that's going to be big. That's big league. Like the president says big league. Is it big league or big league? Big league or big league? However, whatever. It's going to be big, and we're going to be doing something. We got some things coming up. I just want you guys to make sure that you guys, okay, to hang out with us. And I did not know that they were doing an event for suicide prevention. That is something. And I'm gonna when I get off of my live, Jason, I'm gonna be calling you tonight, and we're gonna be talking about some things. I don't know why, but I can see you singing "The Gambler." You do not want me to sing "The Gambler." Um, thanks. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Kind of got my legs turned to the side. My wife said, I don't want you showing your legs because we have hard water here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and my legs are dry as the desert. So I'm not going to show y'all my legs. We're not going to do that tonight. So there we have it. Um, got something good here. This one was a very hard bottle for me to find. Matter of fact, I didn't find it. I want it. And I'm just going to pour just a little bit because I don't know much about it. Has a beautiful, well, thanks, babe. Thank you, Jason. Go ahead and put Jason. Go ahead and put the new song out there, bro. Go ahead and put what's your biggest regret in your life? My biggest regret. Ooh. I'm about to answer that. I'm going to entertain this question. The biggest regret in my life. This is the biggest regret in my life. You know what? One thing I wish that people would interview me. I do a lot of interviews, but I wish somebody would interview me. But okay, this the Scottish cat. I'm going to entertain that. The biggest regret in my life. I wish that my wife. She's like, she just sat up in her recliner and she's inside the house. I'm out in the garage. I wish that in my life that I met her first to have all of my kids. I really do. I wish that this girl was the baby's mama because she is a damn good one. She is spectacular. And I wish that I would have waited and had all of my kids, all of my boys with her. I mean, she'd have been like pregnant forever and a day, but it'd have been cool. But yeah, that's one of the biggest regrets. Um, Jason, go ahead and put that new song in the chat, man. Go ahead and put it down in the chat. That's the new song for I know you do. I know you do. I know you do. Yeah, hey, hey. So put the new song out there, Jason. Let them click on it. See, that's going to be the new intro song for Charter Oak Bourbon Society. I heard it today. I was driving down the road. It's catchy. It is. It tells us about the group. It's catchy. It's summerish. It's hard. It is country. It is. It is oaky. It is. It is. Y'all might like it. So, hey, Big Mac, what's going on, man? I haven't seen you. I haven't seen you for a minute, man. You've been hiding out on me, man. Come on now, stay with. We started this thing. You started this out with me in January. Stay with me, man. Stay with me. We started this thing back in February. Him and I used to argue about there's only one big. He's Big Mac. No, here we used to argue about Big Rick. So he's Big Rick MacD, and I'm Big Rick, and we used to argue, and we used to fuss and laugh about the names. But hey, man, thank you. Worst thing I've ever done: picking up my mother and putting her on the back of my motorcycle. Oh my gosh. Just decided that, me picking up my mother and if I did ride a motorcycle, picking up my mom. Oh my gosh. And that, just decided that, man, even me picking up my mother and if I rode a motorcycle and picking up my mother and putting her on the back of my motorcycle, just the image of that. And then even on that, even putting my mother-in-law on the backside of a motorcycle. She passed away. I, I hold on, John. I'm not laughing at the fact that your mom passed away. Mine did too. Okay, I'm not laughing at that, man. I'm laughing at what you just said. Okay, man. Trust my heart. I just opened mouth, inserted foot. I think that's a funny sight because I'm thinking about my mother on the back, holding on to my waist, and it's kind of like, ugh. Woo. All right, so I won this. I won this bottle of Penelope Rio. Won it about a couple 3 months ago, and I just cracked it. You guys saw me take the seal off of it. I'm not gonna pour much because a lot of this stuff that I have on my shelves, I want to share it with my bourbon buddies and drink with them and enjoy them, and hang out with them and enjoy some of the stuff that I have that maybe they don't have or they have. Matter of fact, there's a bottle on my shelf right now that the president left on my shelf because he came over here and he left it, and it's still there. You'd ever seen a Rio before? Uh, brother, let me tell you something. Let me see. Uh, I am a Penelope fanatic. I My wife is listening, so she's gonna get me if I say that I'm a Penelope whore. I'm a Penelope fanatic. Okay, I'm a Penelope everything. Penelope everything. I have a whole shelf behind me dedicated to Penelope. Okay, and I feel you. I feel you, John. I feel you, man. I got you. I feel you. Um, and I wanted the Rio. I wanted the Rio bad. Couldn't find the Rio. Uh, I wanted to try the Rio, and I never had it. Here it is. I finally got it, y'all. The Penelope Rio, and I'm gonna try this shit tonight. I'm gonna try it tonight. Hold on, look what I just did. Hold on. There it is, and I'm gonna try it tonight. Uh, I am going. Hold on. Woo! I am a Penelope addict. The favorite one that I have tried, Mac Man. That's a very, very good question. Um, Project X is really, really good. The Omega is really, really good. The Cigar series is really good. The Architect is off the chain. Um, the Toasted is good too. Valencia, here it is right there. And here it is. Here's the thing. Here's the Valencia. Remember, I told you guys about 3 or 4 minutes ago. I don't open bottles unless I have my buddies try it with me. There it is, right there. Not even open, and those guys are going to come over and they're going to drink it up. You've only tried to weed it. Oh, Mac, that's an exceptional bottle right there, brother. Yeah, that's really good, really, really, really good. The weeded is really, I'm not going to lie, it is. Well, let me make sure I turn this around the right way because it's all jacked up. The weeded is really good and exceptional bottle. Um, the Valencia. Now, the Valencia. I have the Valencia's right there. Here it is, right here. I've tried it. It is, um, I wouldn't say the least favorite of my Penelope brands, um, but it's not my favorite. I think my favorite would happen to be Project X, without a doubt. Um, oh, but then the Omega. Hold on, the Omega is a solid, solid, solid drink. Nope, nope, not at all. Not at, my wife just told me. I wish that I could take my text and put my text into. what she just said to me in a text because I'm looking at my phone and I'm looking at my laptop too. My wife, I ain't gonna even say what she said. When I get in the house, her and I go have a conversation and laugh about it. The Mega is 109.8 proof. It is a tremendous. Absolutely. You know what? Hold on. Say less, bro. I appreciate you doing that. Hold on. You hold on. We can make that happen one day. Well, here, John. Hold on. Hold on. You said one day. Hold on. When you say that, you hope that you could be a mod one day. Let me fix that up for you right now, bro. Um, guess what? There you go. You just made moderator, bro. I just made you a mod. It was just that quick, bro. Thank you for it. Thank you for that. That's I appreciate you liking the channel. And yeah. Valencia again is not one of my favorites. The Megan is really, really good. The Weeded is really, really exceptional. Uh, it is really, really good. Here's the thing. I have not had the Rio. Tonight, guys, is the first time that I've ever in this bourbon journey had the Rio. I'm going to try it tonight. I hope my wife is sitting up in there watching TV. She see it because if I like it, I want my baby, go ahead and buy me another one. Okay. So here we go. I can tell you right now, what I smell is you guys gonna think that I'm weird by saying this. What I smell is I hope that I don't taste it, but I hope I taste it. Is this is what I smell. Um, I smell raisins for some reason or another, like a grape, low ethanol. I don't smell the alcohol. Smells extremely sweet. I have not, James. I have not. Do you have it? Hold on. I do not. I don't have the single barrel from Penelope. I do not. Um, God, this smells just like this is this Rio smells like James. You down at Huntington, bro? Listen, man. Listen. You need to be making yourself up here to Fort Wayne. Bring your single barrel up here. I'll put you on, and we could drink your bourbon, and you could talk about your bourbon, and we can make it happen, bro. Yeah, we can make it happen. Um, I've been at bars like, yeah, bring it on up. Listen, I'll be willing to try. I don't even know where you got the single barrel at, but that is that the red and white label though? If it's the red and white label, tell me about it. But this right here, the Rio, it reminds me of old school raisin boxes. The red, yellow, and little small boxes of raisins that we used to have when we were little kids. It's like raisin on steroids. It's really, really, really sweet. It smells really, 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 really sweet. Um, let's see here. Let's see what we got on the palate. Wait a minute here. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It tastes like it tastes like raisins and raisin bread. It tastes like a fresh loaf of raisin bread. Um, oh, wait a minute. Would I? Would I? Would I? I know that I was on. I was on a little old fashions live earlier tonight, and he did a review on the Rio. Now um, this is what I think about the Rio. I'm using his book. I'm using his book tonight. I'm using his book tonight, and I'm going to give it my honest review. And I left his live to get ready, prepare for my live, and everything like that. I'm going to give my honest review. Now, this I'm probably going to go around the block to again end up, whatever. I will use this particular bottle. Let me move this other way. I will use this particular bottle. I will use the Rio. I'm reviewing this particular bottle right here, and I would I would definitely make an old fashioned out of. Hey, a cigar apostle, man. I would definitely uh, do an old fashioned with this particular bourbon. Um, it's an MGP product, and MGP is in Southern Indiana. So y'all are getting, if you guys get Penelope, it's coming right out of my state. I would make an old fashioned out of this. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I would not, and I hope Chad would back me up on this one. I would not add simple syrup at all to this particular bourbon to make an old fashioned because it's really, 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 really sweet. Chad, Chad, go ahead and throw your channel down um, in the bottom in the chat, man. Go ahead and put it down there. You oftentimes tell me to do that. Now I get to do you now. So go ahead, put your channel down there. I want you guys to subscribe to the Bourbon Lover. I would not put simple syrup into this because it's really, really sweet. It's a rich, sweet. Wait a minute. It would be um, I Thomas. Thank you for coming up in here. I'm going to be really, really honest and really, really honest about this one, guys. And I hope that you guys don't chew me up one side and down the other. I'm having a hard time drinking this Rio. Um, I'm having a hard time drinking it because it has a weird raisin tobacco funk and not a funky taste, but it has a weird kind of is weird. It's weird. I don't really know how to describe it. I will say it is very, very heavy raisin, very, very heavy grape, um, very, very sweet. Um, so if you guys are planning on or wanting to uh, drink this and you can find it, go ahead and do it. Knock your socks off. It is this, listen. I am a big, huge. Um, is that what it is, Amberana? Is that what I'm tasting? It's just a, wait a minute here. Wait a minute. It does. You know what it puts me in the mind of now that you said, James? It puts me in the mind of RD1, but on steroids. It is really rich. Matter of fact, I'm not going to even be able to finish that out. That is not my jam. Dang it. And I wanted it because I wanted it so very bad. The Havana. Hey, Drew, thank you for coming in. Drew, thank you for coming in tonight, man. Thank you so much. I wanted this bottle so bad. I bugged my wife. I bugged the hell out of her to find this particular bottle. And tonight was the first night that I opened this bottle up. It is in the Penelope realm. It is an allocated bottle. I'm very disappointed. It is over the. It reminds you of the Penelope toasted marshmallow. The toasted marshmallow is very, very, very sweet, and the particular toasted marshmallow leaves a taste on the back of your tongue that it is very, very sweet. Yeah. You say honey and Amberana. I had the bee's knees, and the bee's knees is honey forward. Yes, this Amberana is very, very forward, and if that's what you guys like, um, go for it. It probably would be awesome in an old fashioned. It probably would be something. Um, hey, Kim Campbell, thank you for coming in. Thank you so much for showing up. It would be something that you guys could probably put on ice if you guys can even find the bottle. That's how hard it is to find the bottle. Now, with that being said, hold on, there was a bottle. Let me scroll up here right quick. That I tried. That is called Havana. The Havana. The Havana was kind of tough. It was kind of tough to drink because it was okay. And James. I had the bee's knees, man, about a month ago, and it was exceptional. That I just got a sample. Uh, it was exceptional. It was exceptional, and I enjoyed that immensely. I hate that the little 4 ounce sample that I got is gone because it was good. It was very good. But I struggle with Havana, and I'm struggling with Rio. Will I hate on Penelope? Absolutely not. I'm a big Penelope fan. I'm just not a fan of these two of this one because I don't have the Havana yet. And I don't think that I had a sample of it. I don't think that I'd probably be looking for it anytime soon. So, of the Penelope brands, I'm going to go ahead and pour this one because I need to get this weird Amberana honey sweet taste out of my mouth. I usually don't do this. I'm going to do it tonight, and I'm going to open up a highly allocated bottle, and that's the Penelope Omega. Here it is right here, guys. That one right there. If you guys can find that bottle, get it. When I tasted it, you guys probably see just a few sips out of it right now. It is, yeah. So I tried it sometime back, and for what I can remember with the Omega, it was really, really, really tasty. And I'm not gonna pour too much because I don't. It's hard to find it. I don't wanna. I don't wanna. I want my guys to drink it when they come over to the house here, and I want them to pull it up and get it off the shelf and drink it themselves. So, um, I have not opened up my Rio or Havana yet. I lucked out and got my Havana at Kroger's for less. Whoa, wow. So, hey, all right. So, Drew, is it me? Am I being petty? Was it overly sweet? I want you to answer that. Overly sweet. James, this is the from the estate collection. They have the Omega. I have two of the four bottles. I have two of the four bottles, the Penelope Estate Collection. That's the Omega, and I have the Private Select right here. It's four bottles of that Estate Collection. I haven't got the other two. Please charge it to my head tonight and not my heart because I don't remember what the other two was. Okay, Drew, I don't want to be Debbie Downer. I don't want to be Debbie Downer. If you like it, brother, knock your socks off. Okay. I'm not going to tell you how to drink your bourbon or what not to buy. I know that you do like sweet bourbons. Okay, there you have it right there. So I think that if you have those two, the Havana and the Rio, I think that if you have those two on your shelves, you need to go and buy the toasted marshmallow because it is OC sweet. It's over the top sweet. And I just don't I could do without. It's just not my thing. But I'm gonna try the Omega tonight. It's been up on the shelf for a little bit of time. I want to let you guys know what I think. Find it. You guys can go to Penelope website. Very oaky. I could tell just by spinning it right here. It's very oaky. Let's see. I do know that Penelope, for some reason, all the Penelopes has this stone fruit. At least the ones that I have up, the 20 that I have up on my shelf, all has a fruity. Y'all remember? Hold on, man. I also like sweet, but overly sweet, artificial. Do you guys remember back in the day when we were kids? I can't remember what the bubble gum was called now. It was stripes. It had stripes. It had a zebra on it. It was sticks of gum. Help me out here because y'all remember it. Let's go. Hey, point blank, right? What's going on? You got to run this store, bro. It's 9 o'clock, 9:55 at night. And you trying to run this? You trying to run to the store? Well, I forgot. You probably a little bit. It's probably 8:55 where you at, but still, it's late. Um, it Fruit Stripes. There you go. Fruit Stripes. The Omega has a fruit stripe smell to it on the nose. Here's my problem with a lot of the. Here's the problem with uh, some of the bourbons uh, that I'm smelling. I would like it to be more ethanol forward versus fruit forward. I would like the caramel and the vanilla and the fruits to shine through, but not more than the alcohol itself because you know it's it just these the Penelopes are fruit forward more than it is bourbon. And here's the thing: the Omega is 109.8. That's in my range right there. I love Weller Antique 107. That's in my range. I'm in that range of the 100 to maybe 115, 120 proof, and it's in that range. So and then when you hit the like button, man, let's go. Does that mean the taste will last 15 seconds? Does that mean the taste of it will last? Babe, babe, listen. I just said it smells like fruit stripes. Okay, it smells like fruit stripes. Y'all help her out. She's my wife. She's my wife, and I really, guys, listen. I really want to get her involved in bourbon. I really do. She's a vodka drinker. I'm trying to get her involved in the bourbon game, and she just keeps declining me. And I want to bring her on my channel and try out some of the bourbons. She's going down to the Buffalo Trail with me down in Kentucky Trail or whatever it is. Oh my God. Have her try Rio? She said, homie, I'm going to digress a little bit. Y'all remember Homie the Clown? Remember when, what was, damn, it's like tonight, I'm like brain fog tonight. What was Homie the Clown on in Living Color? That's what it was. Remember Homie? She going to call me Homie. Okay. Have her try Rio? I think she would really like the Rio because it does not, Homie, don't play that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All right. So here's the Omega. Here's the Omega. Mm. Okay. So to me, the estate collection of the Omega, it still has. So I'm just sure I wonder if they could get away with some of the stuff. Yeah. Yeah. Drew, it was kind of risque. Um, um, what was his name? The firefighter. He's big now. Golly. What was the firefighter's name? Y'all help me out. Come on, put it in here. What was the firefighter's name? He's big now. He was played in all kind of movies after he left in Living Color. This Omega firefighter. There you go. There it is. Jim Carrey. There's well, you know this. Yeah. Yeah. Wayne and brothers and him. Wow, even golly. Wow. 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 Chad. Wow. Listen, Chad, listen here, man. I'm even using your book tonight, man. I must slip this right here. Put it right here. I used your book tonight. I ain't want to take your thunder on your live. I kind of like, let me, yeah. Yeah. Who is it? Ah, man is live from the heaven. Cheers. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, cool. I'm using your book tonight, bro. So, hey, I'm going to put it out there one more time. I'm going to put it out. Yes, sir. I bought Chad's book on Amazon, and my wife is in the room right now. She's sitting on her recliner watching whatever she's watching on Netflix. I guarantee that either she's watching something on Netflix, or she's on her phone on her TikTok, or she's on Facebook, or she is. I don't know what she doing. One of those three. But she bought this book for me the day that it came out from Amazon. I don't even think we paid $20 for this book. Okay. Okay. I don't think she paid $20 for this book on Amazon. You guys go ahead on. I know Chad probably sitting on some. He has 4 books, Chad. Till I know it's this one. I know it's the coloring book. I know it's the crossword puzzle, and I know it is the self. I can't want to say it. Go ahead and Chad, tell me because you're gonna be like Ricky, you messing up. For a Muslim as a beginner, which drink do you suggest? All right. For a Muslim as a beginner, which drink do you select? Which drink do you suggest? All right. I want to make sure I read that right. So, thank you for coming in. And I do not know much about Muslims, and I don't want to offend anybody that comes here, but I don't know. Can Muslims drink? Do Muslims drink? And I know, guys, it sounds like I'm like an idiot. I just don't know. So I want to make sure that I clean this up before I offer any suggestion because I can go with 150 proof and you'd be like, bro, I'm not drinking 100. I look, just let's clean this up and then I can go ahead and answer. And if you guys in the room can answer that question to him, go ahead and put your comments in there. A lot of tater head, I know there's a lot of tater heads, but Buffalo, it's 90 proof is a good starter. It is. And Drew, let me tell you something. 400 days ago, I was going to say 365, but we're past that point now. 410 days ago, Buffalo Trace here in Indiana was an allocated bourbon. You could not find Buffalo Trace anywhere in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And then all of a sudden, we got Buffalo Trace here. Buffalo Trace came. It was a bottle here, bottle there, bottle here, bottle there, 3 bottles here, 2 there. And we used to have to drink a whole bunch of Fireball. And Fireball was my second wife right there. I loved Fireball. And it just didn't do well with me and my system and things like that. And so but all of a sudden, Buffalo Trace came here. Now it is a shelfer here in Fort Wayne, Indiana. You can find Buffalo Trace everywhere, anywhere, and have one right there. One right there. And I think, Drew, where are you at, man? Hold on. Not sure what requirements you have to me. Drew, you still waiting for my answer, sir. You never I don't even know. Okay, 5556. Okay. This is what my answer is. You first off, let me make sure that I miss. Okay, first off, I'm gonna answer your question. I'm gonna answer your questions, bro. Do I don't want to offend anybody, okay? Uh okay. Are Muslims they're allowed to drink certain I just don't want to. I don't want to offend you because I don't want to. I don't want to say, you know, So if I don't know, I would suggest for a Muslim, just go ahead and do the Buffalo Trace. That's a very good starter, very good starter bourbon, and uh, I think that you would enjoy that. That would be very, very good for starting out in your bourbon journey if you want to start Muslims, they aren't allowed to do what? They aren't allowed to drink bourbon or whiskey. What are you guys not allowed? Are Muslims, are they not allowed to drink certain things or what? I mean, I can't answer that because it's too vague. I can't really answer that. I can't answer that, but if you narrow it down, I'd be more than happy to give what my insight, I guess, is on it. Drew, we have Kroger's here in Fort Wayne, and it's $29 on the shelf all day, every day, all day. And so, yeah, Kroger's is doing it. So hold on, wait. I've been trying to talk about this Omega. I got the Omega in my glass, and I'm just, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Um, but hey, Mac, check this out. Mac, check this out. Mac, check this out. Mac, stay on the screen, bro. I want you to check this out. You say start at a low proof. Yeah, Chad, it's $29. $29 and Uncle Sam here at the Crocus in Fort Wayne every day, all day. And you say start off at the low proof. Would you say start off at Ancient Age, or would you say start off at Benchmark 8? Would you say start off at Emerty Lee? Let's talk about that. Let's debate that right quick. Let's debate Emerty Lee, Benchmark, and Ancient Age, which is all Buffalo Trace products. Let's talk about that. Because honestly, out of the three, Benchmark, 8, Ancient Age, and I can't say which one I like the best because I dropped I dropped um I dropped 60 some dollars, 70 some dollars on the Emerald Lee, and because I wanted the Emerald Lee because it was the hype. Because people are putting out bourbon content, and they're like, they're like, go get the Emerald Lee, Emerald Lee, Emerald Lee. And I went out and I bought the Emerald Lee. And let me tell you something. I was so disappointed in this bottle. I was really disappointed in. Um, I was really disappointed. I just got an Emerald Lee Quakers for 88. Okay. I was, let me tell you, I'm about to kill, it's about to kill me. They pay 88 by 90 proof. Drew, it was not, and I'm not hating on Emerald Lee, and I'm not hating on anybody's bourbon bar. I'm not doing that. I'm not going, that's not what we're going to do here. But bro, it was not what what can you recommend to me? Alex, what do you want to do? Are you wanted to, where's your bourbon journey at? Where do you start off at? I certainly, I certainly would not guide you to Penelope Omega, which is $200 a bottle. I would not, I would not start you there. I wouldn't start you there. If you just give me kind of like where you were at in your bourbon journey, I can give you what my insight is and tell you what I think would be a good starter thing. I mean, um, Chad, what do you think, man? I know Chad, what do you think for this Alec guy in the room on his bourbon journey starting out? Where would you start? Where would you start him out at? Go ahead and put your honest opinion, Chad, where you think you should start him out at. I would, me personally, yes, sir. I was going to say that too. I would go. I, you took the words out of my mouth. Um, I would start with the Evan Williams bottle and bond is a green and white label. You don't have to even. Here's the great part about the Evan Williams bottle and bond. You don't have to even go to a liquor store to buy it. You could go to a Walgreens and you could go to a CVS and buy that bottle all day, every day. And if you spend more than $19, they got you because it's low price, but it is a really good bourbon. And I will, Chad, I will say this too. I'll throw this in. I'll throw this in too for good measure. Um, if if you decide to go with the Evan Williams bottle and bond, right there, I got the half gal. Now y'all can say, Ricky, you been a glutton. I went and got the black label because I drank a lot of the Evan Williams. That is solid right there. I drink all beer all my life, and when I drink limoncello, I drink prosecco, I drink wine, I drink vodka because I'm Russian. Well, thank you for coming in here, and now I want to try something special. And from you, brother, you drink beer all your life. I drink limoncello, which is very, very good. Prosecco is prosecco wine. I drink vodka. I like vodka too. I'm Russian, and I know you're about to change the game, my brother. If you're drinking all of that, you're drinking wine, you are drinking limoncello, vodka. This is a whole nother level of game for you. So I like little old fashioned. Just said I would definitely try starting out at the 100 proofer. Something that doesn't really even drink 100 proof is the Evan Williams bottle and bond. You can, if you can find it in the green and white and black label, you can see it is all over everywhere. Um, Chris says I started off with basic offerings from Knob Creek. Knob Creek, which one though? Make sure you clean that up, Chris. Knob Creek, which one? In Woodford. Maker's Mark. Okay, make sure you clean that up, Chris. Which not basic offering? Well, uh, I'm about to throw a wrench in the game, Chris, because I think the benchmark 9 drinks better than the benchmark 12. There we go. Drew, I will definitely find something a little on the lower pro cheap. We'll go from there. Find stores like Krager's, they will let you know samples. What? What? They will let you sample at Kroger's? What the hell? For real? Wow. That's wow. Kroger's here won't let you try nothing, but they'll let you try the shopping cart that you about to put your food in and pull it up to the U skin. You ain't doing no. 1792, bottle and bond, Woodford, uh, Board Double Oak, and okay, really? That's down in. You say you're down in Florence, right? Florence, Kentucky. Uh, Woodford. Well, here, James, check this out. Woodford Double Oak. Woodford Double Oak. Come on, James. Come on, come on. Let's debate this, James. Woodford Double Oak It's $60 here. You want to start them out at a $60 bottle right off the that think of let's think of let's talk about this here. You want to start them off there at that level right off the bat at a beginner. Uh, but hey, I, hey, they don't let you try anything. They let you certain things that they're promoting. Alcohol separates from grocery. Only pay $45 at Costco. $45 for what? For what did you pay $45 for at Costco's? Let me finish this little corner of the Penelope Omega out here. I was just wondering how beginners usually explore alcohol, but I'm not personally a drinker. Still curious about how to. Okay, I want you. I say 5556. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to give me your nickname because it's very difficult to pronounce your name. Give me what your nickname is. We have some guys in here. Listen, I am 3 years into this bourbon journey. Okay. And I have guys that I listen to, I need to go to all the time to make sure that what I'm saying is the correct thing. I want to make sure that the stuff that I'm putting out to you guys is the right stuff. I am going to tell you that I am not the end all be all guru with bourbon because I'm still learning. Okay. But there are some people up in here. So 5556, you guys see him up in the chat right now. Help him out. Help me out. Because I do not have the. He says still curious about how the taste journey usually works. Whew. Yes, okay. Just hang with me, 5556. We're going to answer that for you. I'm going to scroll down here on some more of the comments. I'm just 2 years and 4 months into this bourbon game. Chad, why don't you do me a favor right quick, Chad? You see up in the chat right there, it says 5556. Can you maybe help me out on that one? Give me some insight on, I was just wondering how beginners usually explore alcohol, but I'm not personally a drinker. Still curious about the taste journey and how it usually works. Help me out on that one. I will start with Old Granddad, Larceny Small Batch, Buffalo Trace, and I love Jack Daniels Triple Mash. Okay, okay, okay. Um, Always have a glass of water. Start low proof. 5556. First off, give me your nickname. I gotta have your nickname, bro, because that right there is just a lot going on, man. I tell you, you know. So Arshad. Am I saying that right? Arshad. Okay, thank you, Arshad. Okay, so Arshad, we got some people up in the room that will help you out. I'm just I'm new to this, brother, and these guys, like I said, you come up in here. You bring you up in here for a little education, some fun. We're gonna laugh. We're gonna talk about some things. But when you have a question and I don't have the answer to, and we have some guys up in here that have the answers to it, hey, they'll be more than happy to help you out. Like Chad just says, like Big Mac just said, Big Rick Mac D says, I think the reason you don't start lower proof, I think that's the reason you start with lower proof. Don't burn them out the taste buds right away. That's very, very true. take a sip on your tongue and swish it around. That's very, very true. The best info, I can start watching YouTube videos about top bourbons on the price. My best info, I started watching YouTube videos about top bourbons in your price range. Drew, that's kind of strange. Top bourbons in your price range. Top bourbons in your price range. Drew, let's no, not Drew, but Chris, clean it up, man. Top bourbons in your price range. He may have a price range of a stag. He might have a top of Omega. Let's okay. Think of what you're tasting and smelling. Think about what you're tasting and smelling. That's very good advice right there, Chad. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Yeah, that's very, very true. I will say this. I popped open the Rio tonight. I popped it open and I'll open it up tonight. The Valencia, I have tried. The Havana, I have tried. And I just love Penelope. I just love what Penelope is doing. But the Valencia, Valencia, the Rio, and the Havana, yeah, y'all already know. I'm not gonna hate on it, but that's how I feel about it. I'm not gonna hate on it, but our shot, man, I would definitely start out with low proofers, and I will work my way up from that point on. If you were getting started in the bourbon journey. So, fellas, listen, man. Again, I'm about to get out of here in about another 10 minutes. So, thank you guys. Listen, I want to tell you something that I just found out. I just found out this the other day, and I just want to share this with you guys. I was reading up on a lot of things on YouTube and the changes that YouTube is doing on this thing called algorithm and things like this. No, Drew, no, 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 no. We got no. You're good, Drew, because we're here. No, you didn't get off topic, and we're getting to segue into another thing here. If you guys have YouTube channels and things like this, it's very important that you guys come on to our lives and watch our lives from the beginning to the end and things like this because it helps out getting us our watch hours to where they need to be. It's not so much about the subscribers; it's about subscribers and watch hours. And if you guys want to just kind of hang out with us and comment with us, YouTube sees that kind of stuff and they're like, "Hey, we like you guys. We want to do what we have to do with you guys." So thank you guys so very, very much for hanging out with me this whole time. I don't know how long we've been on for, a little while. Kurt and Kent have a library. Kurt and Kent. Who? Trenton? Chris, I would think you said Trenton. Kurt and Trenton has a library of videos about best bourbons in different price ranges. Yeah, Chad, you too, man. You gonna always. I don't care what you say, man. You always gonna be my guy. You whether you want to believe you like probably get off my life. You're like, man, I don't know about this dude. You're my guy. I really appreciate you so much. Yes, and Chris, we're going to be hanging out with them on the 29th of this month. Join in with us. We're going to be going in live with them at 6 o'clock on Friday the 29th. And I'll be drinking with them. Kurt told me, he said, now this is what Kurt told me. This is what Kurt told me. Because I want to be a good person. I don't want to wear my welcome out. You know what I mean? I want to be, a good visitor. Kurt told me, he said, Ricky, don't bring anything to drink unless you want to. He said, we have plenty. That's what he said. And he says, when you're done, go home. And I caught that and I heard him loud and clear. I'm not going to wear my welcome out and we're going to go have fun. I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. I'm going in the house and I am going to shut it down for tonight. I appreciate you guys so much. And we're getting ready to get out of here. We're not gonna even toast out. We're just gonna leave out the message. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and we'll talk at you later.